that he's Jewish.
Yes, he is Jewish.
Yeah, and I have to say, as a member of the tribe, I was not pleased about it.
You know, one interesting point, just very quickly, what's very interesting about this is, you know, Cantor outspent his opponent by 25 times, but he actually still ended up losing, which is a bit of a challenge to that idea that, you know, Republicans are owned by big money.
And that Jews are good with money. But speaking of him being a Jew, now there are no non-Christian Republicans. This is an amazing fact.
All right, folks, welcome to Give Me Five. They're still talking about him. They're still talking about Eric Cantor's epic loss in the primaries last Tuesday. And now some are claiming that it was due to anti-Semitism. Well, to her credit, not necessarily Donna Brazile. Watch.
And I have to tell you, as somebody who was observing this race, like I'm trying to look at all of these primary races, low turnout. You got to really go out there in these low turnout elections, although there were a lot more than participated in most primaries. Still, Eric Cantor did not pay attention to his voters. He lost touch with them, and he spent the morning of Election Day. I mean, this is a very important time to be on the local news, not in the national news, the local news at
Starbucks.
No, but he should have been at Krispy Kreme down in his district.
All right, maybe so, although, you know, it seems funny to me. This wasn't a close election, okay? And when they say Cantor abandoned his district, he's majority leader. He's about to become, or was about to become, Speaker of the House. You swallow that if you're, if you live in his district, don't you? And you want your guy to be Speaker of the House? Anyway, that aside, because I want to focus, here's more from Donna Brazile.
And the Tea Party is still highly caffeinated because the Tea Party is the energy inside the Republican Party. You ignore them, you ignore the base. And that's a problem, and he ignored the base.
All right, yeah, see, that I think that's more like it. Folks, I think it was immigration more than they want to admit. I think it was immigration more than anybody is willing to say, because the man that beat him, Mr. Bratt, ran on immigration, and amnesty, ran against it, said Cantor was for it. And this was a landslide. Again, this was not a close victory. So to say he wasn't in his district, he lost touch with his constituency, in 2 years, in a year and a half, he made this momentous change? I don't think so. Now here is, again, back to this, you heard Bill Maher talk about how there's no Jewish Republican left in the House. Listen to this.
The role of religion. You are a Jewish Republican, the only Jewish Republican in the House. You started your discussion after you lost, quoting the Old Testament, talking about your Jewish faith. Your district is 0.25% Jewish, and your opponent, David Bratt, really put his Christian faith front and center. I want you to listen to one of the things he said.
The miracle that just happened, this is a miracle from God that just happened. But that miracle did not just float down from heaven.
Do you think that there was anti-Semitism involved in your defeat?
That is the most disgusting thing I've heard in a long time. Dana Bash, she said herself that Eric Cantor's district, if she's correct, is 0.25% Jewish. Did the people who elected him time after time after time after time not know that he was Jewish? Did all the non-Jews who have voted for him over all these years not know he was Jewish? Now all of a sudden it's anti-Semitism, because all of a sudden only 0.25% of the district is Jewish, so it must be anti-Semitism. Are you kidding me? I mean, you could ask that question of a man if it was the first time he was running and he lost. That would be a stretch, because there's no reason, there's no documented reason that there's anti-Semitism. But you want to bring that up then? Fine. This man won time after time after time in the same district. Now all of a sudden they're anti-Semitic? What gets into a person's head to make them act like that and think like that? And to his credit, Cantor said absolutely not. And he wasn't exploiting his Christian faith. He said tonight was a miracle from God. And you know what? For him it was. Don't buy into this anti-Semitism on the Steve Malzberg Show.